We believe this is a significant underestimation of the scourge of cadre deployment and its terrible effects on the South African life and the circumstances in which many of us and our citizens find ourselves in today. It also flies in the face of the comments made by the then Deputy Chief Justice Zondo at the Zondo Commission, who said that it should be illegal for anybody to influence the appointment of people based on nothing other than their party affiliation. We maintain that the practice of cadre deployment is a violation of the constitutional provisions, which says that nobody should be discriminated or advanced on the basis of their party affiliation. And we believe that the judgment has missed out on this significantly. We believe too that the recently released cadre deployment minutes, which are now in our possession, and which we are busy collating, compiling, and putting into a searchable database, flies in the face of the court's so-called suggestion of a bright line between the state and party. The minutes, as we've already seen from information that is now in the public domain, went so far as to influence judicial appointments and various other key appointments across the state. This is a clear violation of the principle of the separation of powers, and we believe that the court has not taken the terrible effect of cadre deployment into account in this particular matter. Cadre deployment is not some benign practice that inflicts no harm. It is a malignant practice that has infected and bedeviled every aspect of the state. Cadre deployment is also not a victimless crime. Every time the lights go off, every time a factory is shut down, every time that water stops running in taps, every time one of the state-owned entities fails to fulfill its responsibilities and requires another big bailout, is as a result of cadre deployment. And you can track back the terrible appointments made to many of these key institutions that have hollowed them out so dramatically that they are unable to perform even their most basic of functions. Ports that cannot operate effectively, an electricity generator and supplier that cannot generate or supply electricity, taps running dry across the country, hospitals that do not have sufficient nurses and doctors. These are the human face of those who suffer from cadre deployment. What we will be doing is appealing this judgment. Our legal team is busy as we speak, digesting the judgment, but we will appeal it to the SCA and potentially directly to the Constitutional Court. We believe there can be no greater constitutional imperative than to deal with this particular matter and its effects on South Africa. If cadre deployment is continued and supported in its current form, it will continue to undermine the state and it will continue to cause great harm to the South African people and their prospects for the future.